Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Lady Mimi Wynn, and I'm so glad you found your way to Everhaven. When life is constantly demanding our attention, sometimes what we need most is a quiet place to step away from the noise and simply be still for a while. Last time, one of my long-time visions for Everhaven finally became a reality. After preparing the hilltop, we built Everhaven's church, a place for our community to gather, and more importantly, a reminder of who belongs at the center of everything we're building here. Along the way, the project became a little more personal with a few special touches and even a couple of unexpected new friends. I absolutely love how our church has transformed this hilltop. Yet, I don't want the area around it to simply be pretty to look at. I want this part of the hilltop to feel welcoming and purposeful. A place that invites you to wander in, sit for a while, and enjoy the surroundings. Nothing too formal or elaborate. In fact, I'd love for it to feel as though it has always belonged here in Everhaven. So today, we're going to take this unused area beside the church and see what we can create. Let's get started. I already planted a tree up here and also added grass, flowers, and ferns. But it still doesn't feel finished. So I have a few ideas. I think this tree needs some kind of support around the base. Let's try tough blocks. Not sure I like it, but I'll leave it for now. I think I want to dig a stream leading down the hill to the river. So I want to think about how streams naturally form in real life. Of course, I also have to keep in mind how unnaturally water flows in Minecraft. And that's a wrap for today. Filling this trench with water is a little tedious. Let's rush through it. The water most likely wouldn't just be coming out of a tree trunk. So, let's create a pond. It's always interesting creating ponds in Minecraft, since everything is so blocky. I do my best to create some kind of a roundish shape. Needs to be a little bigger. Yes, that's better. Time to start filling it with water. First, an infinite water source. Let's speed this part up. Why am I constantly working in the dark? You know what? Those tough blocks have got to go. There's not quite enough room up here for everything I have in mind. Ooh, let's put in a retaining wall so we can add more space. But first, I'm collecting these flowers. Let's start here. I like the pond, but the area seems so flat. So I'm gonna try something. Now, this is gonna be a little tricky, so I'll need to be careful. You'll see why. I'm using magma blocks to create the bubbling effect of a natural spring. The only problem is, magma blocks are dangerous in Minecraft. Ooh, let's make it look like this boulder has been there for years, and the tree grew right out of it. Ugh, I fell in the stream again. So I've already added some pathways, but this area still needs something. Oh yeah, I forgot to add some fences and lanterns. Of course, we need seating. I can just imagine sitting here around a campfire. I think the stream needs a little bridge here, especially since I keep almost getting swept downstream. You know what? I think using tuff for the seating looks too rigid and cold. Let's change it out for something warmer. I put the iron bars around the campfire for safety. Nope, they gotta go. Aw, no, I'm short on dark oak stairs. Hello, little girls. There we go. It all looks so much better. I want to see what it looks like from down at Haven House. As beautiful and peaceful as this little garden is, I actually created it with another purpose in mind. I wanted Everhaven to have a quiet place for prayer. And that got me thinking about prayer itself. You know, prayer isn't a monologue. It's a dialogue, a conversation between us and the Lord. And yet, sometimes I wonder how much of our prayer time we spend doing all the talking. We tell the Lord what we need. We tell Him what we're worried about. We ask Him questions. We ask for His provision and blessings. We ask for wisdom and direction. And then we're finished. The Lord wants us to bring all those things to Him. But prayer was never meant to be one-sided. Sometimes we need to become quiet, to put aside the distractions, Stop filling every moment with words and make room to listen. Jesus said, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." Learning to recognize his voice comes from spending time with him. And we don't need a prayer garden beside a stream to do that. Maybe it's a favorite chair in a quiet corner of your home, a place beside a window, your porch or deck early in the morning. Maybe it really is a prayer closet. The location isn't what matters. What matters is intentionally creating a little space, physically and in our time, where we can step away from the noise, become still, and spend uninterrupted time with the Lord. Maybe that's something this little prayer garden can remind us to do. To slow down, to become quiet, and to make room in our conversations with the Lord to listen for His voice too. Because prayer was never meant to be a monologue. It was always meant to be a conversation. Thank you so much for spending time with me in Everhaven today. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Where do you go when you need a little peace and quiet? If today's video encouraged you, giving this video a like helps others discover this little corner of the world too. And if you'd like to continue this journey with me, I'd love to welcome you back to Everhaven. So be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss this next chapter. Until next time, may the Lord bless you, encourage you, and remind you that He is never finished writing your story. Have a blessed day. Bye.